Okay, hello guys, welcome back to algebra class. So last time we learned about solving exponential equation and logarithmic equation. Now this time we're going to learn about finding inverse of exponential. So this is the last part of the exponential and logarithmic chapter. And it's gonna be pretty easy. It's so easy to make a mistake because what you have to know is like inverse of exponential is gonna be logarithmic, and the other page, logarithmic, like inverse of logarithmic is gonna be exponential. Okay, so let's get started. So always, if question asks for the inverse function, first step that you have to do is to change f of x into y, okay? And step one is always, you're gonna switch x and y, isn't it? So let's do this. X equals 5, 2y minus 1. Let's leave some space here, okay? So this is what you do first. We switched x and y, and from now on, only thing that we have to do is to solve for y, okay? So if you want to solve for y, like you have to move everything to the other side except for y. So first we have to get rid of this 5. How can we get rid of this base 5 of exponential? We have to do opposite of exponential, which is logarithmic. So let's do log base 5 both sides. And as you know, if base and this number, if they are equal to each other, this one cancels out and you can just put exponent down, which is 2y minus 1 equals, but this one we still have log base 5 and x, okay? I'll put this one into parentheses because you don't want to get confused, okay? Now, next, only thing that we have to do is to solve for y from now on. As you can see, you can use beautiful curve, which I don't recommend because if you use beautiful curve, you're gonna get confused at this step, okay? Here we go, let's do this. Plus 1 both sides. So it's gonna be log base 5 to the x plus 1 equals 2y. The reason that I put parentheses here is because if you don't put it, you may be confused this one as this one, because these two are not same thing, okay? That's why I always put parentheses for the x. And divide by 2 both sides, so that you're gonna get y equals log base 5 x plus 1 over 2. And that's it. This is the inverse version of the this exponential, which makes sense because this is exponential, this is logarithmic, okay? So let's try these questions. Let's check your understanding. Okay, I will go over these two questions. Oh, yeah. I will go over this question. You're gonna do this question by yourself, okay? So first step is always switch x and y, right? So let's do this. X equals, leave some space, e to the y plus 7 plus 1. As you can see, only thing that I did is switched x and y. And before we get rid of this, you see we have plus 1 here already. So before we do get rid of this, we have to get rid of this one first. So let's do this one. Subtract 1 both sides. So x minus 1 equals e to the y plus 7. Now we can get rid of this e so that we can solve for y. How can we get rid of e? We have to multiply by log base e both sides, right? What's a log base e? Log base e is same as natural log both sides. So this one will disappear. So for here, you're gonna get natural log of x minus 1. Don't forget to put parentheses, otherwise it's gonna be confusing. This one, you just have y plus 7 left over. Subtract 7 both sides. You will get, natural log of x minus 1 minus 7 equals y. And don't forget, you have to write it like this. I think previous question, I forgot this one. Yep, here. Instead of y, it should be f inverse of x. Yeah, I almost forgot about it. So try this question by yourself, okay? I'm pretty sure you should have like log base 2 x plus 3 plus 5. I think that's what you will have. Let's do advanced question. I'll do question on the left. You're gonna do question on the right, okay? So again, we are trying to find inverse function. So let's switch x and y. So x equals 3 times e to the y minus 2 minus 3. And here comes the fun part. Well, always when you're solving for equation, it should be opposite of PEMDAS. So you add, subtract first. Like that, okay? So you will have x plus 3 equals 3 times e to the y minus 2. Now we're going to get rid of this 3. Let's divide by 3 both sides. It's going to be x plus 3 over 3 equals, let's leave space here, y minus 2, like that. So now we can get rid of this e to solve for this, right? Because it is totally isolated. We don't have any number between here. So now we can do it. Let's do natural log both sides to get rid of this e. So we have natural log x plus 3 over 3 equals y minus 2 plus 2 both sides. You will get natural log x plus 3 over 3 plus 2 equals y. And that's it. Just don't forget, you have to write it like this, okay? I'm too lazy, so I will just copy and I'll do this. All right? So try this question by yourself. Most likely you will get, let's see, what am I gonna get? Let me try to do mental math. It's gonna be what? Natural log of x minus 3 over 2 minus 7. Okay? Don't be like me. Like, don't try to do this mental math. All right? Just you can do it by yourself. All right. Here we go. Backside. So this one, we changed this exponential into logarithmic. It's gonna be opposite now. We are gonna change this exponential, this logarithmic into exponential. So you know this f of x is equal to y as usual. So step 1, always, when question is asking for the inverse, switch x and y. So it's gonna be x equals log base 2 y plus 2, okay? Now, if you want to solve for y, now you have to get rid of this logarithmic, right? Because this one looks complicated, let's switch off. You know what? So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna just switch it like that, okay? I just switch x and y because I would like to do beautiful curve. So always circle the base and do the beautiful curve, okay? So it's gonna be 2 to the x power is equal to y plus 2. Simple, right? And let's solve for x. Minus 2 both sides. You will get what? 2x minus 2 equals y. And y is isolated already, so that's going to be the answer. F of x, f inverse of x equals 2 to the x power minus 2. That's it. Super easy, right? It's going to be easy until you have like some numbers inside here, which will require more math. But this should be enough. So I'll try this. You're going to try this question, all right? So switch x and y first. So it's going to be x equals log base 2 y minus 3 plus 1. Oh, this one is a bit more advanced. So let's subtract 1 both sides because it should be isolated. X minus 1 equals log base 2 y minus 3. Dang, we gotta use beautiful curve, but now you see why I kind of like switched this like two sides, switch these two sides so that I can draw a beautiful curve more beautifully. But we can do it here. Circle the base. Let's do beautiful curve like that. So it's gonna be what? 2 to the x minus 1 power equals y minus 3. Last step, simple. Plus 3 both sides. It's gonna be f inverse of x equals, I don't have space, so let me write it here. 2 x minus 1 plus 3. Okay, like that. So if you have any question, just let me know. It should be very easy. Now you can try this question by yourself, okay? Which I will not go over, but you can check your answer. 2 to the x plus 7 minus 1. That should be the answer. Okay, check your answer after you finish this. All right, last two questions that we're gonna do. Okay, let's do this. Switch x and y. So it's gonna be x equals 2 times natural log of y minus 1 plus 1. It's gonna be fun part. So let's solve for y. Before we do beautiful curve, we have to get rid of this and this. Always opposite of PEMDAS. Subtract 1 both sides first. 2 times natural log of y minus 1. Now we have to get rid of this 2. So it's going to be x minus 1 over 2 is equal to natural log of y minus 1. Now remember, for natural log, base is e, right? So when you do beautiful curve, your base is going to be e. Okay? So it's going to be e to the x minus 1 over 2 equals y minus 1. Remember, base is going to be base. Opposite of logarithmic is exponential, okay? And add 1 both sides, you're going to get f inverse of x equals e to the x minus 1 over 2 plus 1. That's it. So now try question on the right by yourself. This one you should get e to the what? X plus 2 over 7 minus 3. That's what you're going to get, okay? Alright, I hope this video helped. If you have any question, just let me know. See you guys. Bye.